What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 310 EDU's YouTube channel. Today's video is brought to you by, drumroll please, 310edu.com. Guys, use the code, try it for $1 and get your first month for $1. Today, we have a great YouTube question. This guy asked, Houlihan angles. When do you use the Houlihan? More in depth, right? So I talk about it quite a bit, the left to right and right to left and all the things, but I'm going to show you today where I stand or where I want to be when I'm throwing my Houlihan shots, and hopefully this helps. It is a super versatile shot, and you need it in the toolbox if you're going to be doctoring cattle or branding. Period, end of story. The Houlihan is king. Let's jump right into it. So I'm going to move the camera over here. We're going to do the first one. We're going to do the first angle, and that's going to be the right to left Houlihan. I'm going to be standing about right here. This is where I like to be. I'm going to be throwing a flat loop, right, with my target being the shoulder. You want to be really fast on your slack with this shot, but this is the whole idea, is that the calf is walking down the fence in front of you, and you want to be able to throw it a long way and stay out of their flight zone. That's kind of what you want. Where the camera is now is where you want to be. That's what you want it to look like when you're throwing this angle. So I'm going to move the dummy and the camera back over here, and then I'm going to throw one. You want it to be flat, and you want to throw it a long way. So let's stick that there and get our dummy set up. This is probably one of my most favorite shots at a Brandon. It's one of my most favorite shots. This is one of my most favorite shots when I'm branding and when I'm doctoring cattle. So when I'm branding, kind of the situation you want to be thinking about is, let's say I go into the herd, right, and the herd's over there, and I approach the herd on the right-hand side, and then there's a calf just walking down the front of the herd. Well, this is where you're going to use that shot. Vice versa, you guys who doctor a lot of yearlings know that you'll have yearlings walking the fence, right? So you can slip up behind the one you need to get as he's walking down the fence and have a shot that you can reach out there and catch him with. So I'm going to throw a one coil here because I'm not that far away. I'm going to throw a flat loop. Aim for the shoulder, be fast on the slack, right? The key to throwing your Houlihan a long way, and I'll do a whole nother video on this, but kind of the key to throwing your Houlihan for distance is going to be putting height on it. You want to throw it higher. You don't have to throw it any harder because then your loop's going to wad up and get all stupid on you. So when you're thinking about throwing your Houlihan for distance, think about a three-point shot in basketball and put a little air under it, okay? So that brings me to my next Houlihan angle, which is going to be the calf traveling in front of me from left to right. So what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for the calf to be walking down the fence. I'm looking for the calf to be passing in front of me on the edge of the herd if I'm at a Brandon. And this, if I'm sitting on my horse and the camera is my horse's head, I want it pointed right at that calf's butt. And as that dummy comes by me from left to right, that's the angle I want. You don't want to throw it too early, right? Your horse's head will get in the way. So you want to wait on that calf to get out in front of you a little bit. And you're going to swing. Your Houlihan angle for this one is going to be off the side. You want it to match the angle of the calf's nose to the ground. And it's going to travel in the air almost sideways like this. Boom. And again, we're aiming for the shoulder. That is the target on almost all of these shots because we're roping muleys. If they got horns and you catch horns, that's just, we got lucky, and that's okay. So let's set the camera back up, and I'll throw one to where you can kind of see the angle of my swing and how we want it to look. So this is also great at a Brandon. If on the contrast to the other shot, let's say you end up on this side of the herd, you're on the left side of the herd, and you approach the herd, and then a calf drifts out in front of you from left to right. This is the Houlihan you're going to throw. And we'll do one coil again. So I'm going to stand it up. So it's going to be less flat and standing straight up and down. Right? If you look at the nose, you're going to hit the nose. That's exactly why our target is the shoulder. It's a good thing I'm practicing today. So, we're going to try that again, except for instead of staring a hole in that calf's nose, I'm going to stare a hole in his shoulder. See if we can get her done. What the heck? I wasn't supposed to miss that one, guys. I was looking at the shoulder that time. My hand just didn't cooperate with my head, I reckon. Okay, let's try again. This is ridiculous. I'm not supposed to miss in these videos when I'm teaching, dang it. Okay, so that caught, but it was horrible. Horrible shot. It like stuck on my fingers and I short through it and I was trying to guide it and all the things. That was terrible. Let's try it one more time. Y'all got to understand, I miss a lot too. Here we go. Let's try it again. I'm going to put a little air under it. Make it pretty. Way better. Way better. So we hit the shoulder there. It figure eighted on the other side. But you can kind of get an idea, okay? You can get an idea of where I would like to be. So I even, on the angle I showed you here, that would be the start of when I would throw. And then that calf can get all the way out there. And I'll still try to reach out there and catch them that way. So that's going to be the left to right hula hand angle. All right, we got one more to talk about here. Turn the dummy this way. I'm going to put this here. Let me grab you guys. So the last one we're going to talk about is if I'm approaching a calf at a brandon or in the pasture to doctor it, and the calf is standing still, which happens quite a bit actually. So let's say I'm walking up to this calf straight on like this, right? So I'll just pretend like you guys are my eyeballs. I don't want to throw right here. And the reason why I don't want to throw right here is because I don't know which direction the calf's going to go. So I pretty much have an option. I can either go right or I can go left. If I go left, that's going to be my hula hand angle. And what I'm going to be looking for here is I want to get far enough in that calf's right eye that when my rope hits it, it's going to take my slack and it's going to go to the left. So if you throw from straight on, they got a chance to back out of it or jump through it. But if I throw the shot from here, then most likely that calf is going to take a hard left turn away from me, away from the pressure, and it's going to pick my slack up for me. So that's kind of the idea. If I go the other direction, it's going to be a tip over swing, so it would be a forehand swing. It wouldn't be a hula hand. But if I approach a calf from straight on, right, kind of get on the bubble of its flight zone and go left, I'm going to be throwing anywhere from here all the way around to here. Right? And I'm just going to be waiting on that calf to give me a good look. So we'll set the camera back up over here. And I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about. The whole idea here with this is that you don't want to get surprised by which way the calf goes. You want to control your animal. So you want it to be where you want it to be. And you want it to go where you want it to go. So typically, because I like a hula hand, I'm going to go left. Sometimes I end up on the right because the herd might be over there. You don't want to disturb the herd, and I got to go that way and throw a tip over. No big deal. It's just a matter of, like, if I'm getting to pick my shot, this is the shot I'm going to pick. So anyway, we're going to approach the calf. We're going to drift left. I'm going to make sure I get in that calf's right eye real good, and then I'm going to pick up and deliver. Now, you see how that waved off of there, right? The whole idea is that when that loop hits that calf, it's going to dart left. And so it would pick that slack up. So typically, it waving off isn't going to happen. But you can throw this shot. You can practice this shot from a lot of different places in this arc, right? It's going to be a pretty flat delivery. I'm not going to stand this straight up and down. I just kind of want it to be flat going out there. Dadgummit, dude. I am just missing so much in this video. This is my favorite shot. The heck? Let's do it one more time. One more time. So I'm going to drift out here. I want it to be flat, and I want it to hit deep on the shoulder. There we go. Anyways, guys, those are the 3 hula hand angles that I'm going to use the most. Obviously, you can adapt it to fit whatever you like, right? So you pick out the angles that you like and apply them to your game or what you like to do when it comes to branding and doctoring. That's kind of what we've done. Is when I get exposed to a new shot, I just apply it to my game the way that I see fit. So hopefully this helps. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.